Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol ANDI. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these green and red line annotations are coming from. And before anything else, I do want to make note that the chart is somewhat tricky because there's a whole lot of kind of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 7 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, yeah, I get it. The price pulled back today. Today. Keyword there being today, right? 1 day. When you look at multiple days, the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as long as you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different outlook and strategy going into the trade itself. And the easiest way to really illustrate this, actually, before I go any further, I'm going to do a little house cleaning. Get rid of that line. Yeah, it pertains, but I'm going to really try to apply the KISS method here. Keep it simple, stupid. And we'll talk about this channel here in a second. But going back to, the reason why I still call everything totally bullish is, let me give a little bit more perspective. There we go. Is let's say the price keeps doing what it's been doing after today. What do I mean doing what it's been doing? Well, for those of you that watched yesterday's video, I talked about 0016 as a level of support. And you can see today, not once, not twice, but actually 3 times, the bears try to press down through there, and the bulls did a great job of holding strong. So let's say that just continues to happen. Price comes down here a few more times, and then just behaves in this action before starting to work its way back upwards. Again, emphasis on big picture perspective. What would you have? Well, you'd have a big base of lows right here. You'd have the previous base down here, and then you'd have the base down there before everything came to life. You picture each one of those as stair steps. The overall stair steps are still very clearly in the upwards direction. Again, I 100% understand if you're a day trader and you bought up there, then you couldn't care less about these stair steps. But that's where I try to offer up the warning and the disclosure that, hey, I'm going to be making comments based on a bigger picture time frame. As far as the channel that I'd mentioned, pretty straightforward. Right now, it seems as though the chart is starting to enter into a channel. Bottom of the channel, we just talked extensively about at 0016. Top of the channel up there at 0027. So it's kind of a popcorn pattern at this point. Just throw in some popcorn and wait for something to happen. And what would be something that could happen? Well, either a breakout to the upside of 0027 or a breakdown to the downside of 0016. But until then, yeah, it's just a sideways channel. But overall, considering how big the move was yesterday, sideways price action, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Price movements need to digest. And, that's just the way the market works. Unfortunately, as much as some people would probably, want you to believe a stock cannot go up and up and up every single day. But overall, big picture chart, still totally healthy. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.